Now, we believe that one of the ways to provide internet access both in developed and developing countries is wireless. And looking at the development in Sweden, we see that there's a large increase in the use of wireless technologies, and we believe that this would also be the case in other parts of the world. And therefore it's necessary for ITU to provide the necessary regulatory environment and frequency allocations for this to be implemented by the member states. Flexibility is important because it's a fast-moving sector and you need to be able to respond in a timely manner to the industry request, also from the users and system operators. We believe that the existing procedures in ITU is not responding quickly enough. They have been working good in the past, but looking at the technological development, there will be a need to amend them for the future.
Why is flexibility so important? What is it about the telecommunications and radio communications environment at the moment that requires flexibility? What is the situation at the moment, and what would you like to see?
Well, in the past times, there was a clear division between fixed and mobile applications, for example. And now we see that we have a convergence between mobile and fixed. Normally, licenses today is awarded in a technology-neutral fashion, and this is also something...
Sorry.
Oh.
Excusez-moi, mesdames, parce que je fais une interview ici. Non, c'est pas un problème.
Okay,
let's start again.
Yeah, okay. In the past, the licenses were normally provided for fixed or mobile communication. But what we see today is that you have a convergence between the different applications, fixed, mobile, and probably broadcasting in the future. And it will therefore be necessary to reflect this in the radio regs in a way that administrations can license in a technology-neutral way, and there should be no need to go back to a conference when you change some of the allocations. It's also important to take into account that the technology is changing much faster today, and the possibility of a 4 to 8 year lead time before a decision is taken is too long in many cases. And therefore we believe that a lot of the work can be done outside. No, wait. Some of the issues that we discuss in the radio regs today could probably be dealt with by the industry and the operators when in the standardization process, while ITU sets the limits for the standardization work.
Okay, so what you want to see is you don't want it to convene a special meeting every time. You want this to be in a sense essentially deregulated or pushed out to perhaps national operators, etc., for them to make a decision on this.
We believe that the best way to respond in a timely manner to the requirements from the users and the industry is to try to move some of the issues into the ITUR study groups, for example, or other fora, and then leave the really regulatory treaty parts in the ITU.
Okay, that's very good. I just want to focus on another issue apart from flexibility. You said that what was the other issue?
Well, the future agenda.
Oh, okay. So, what would you like to see on the future agenda?
Well, we believe that one of the important issues for the future agenda is to look into the reported Broadband Commission to ensure that ITU at the next conference respond to the requirements from. That goes wrong. But ITU in the response to the proposals in the Broadband Commission's report in a timely manner and ensures that frequencies are available for broadband wireless access both in developed and developing countries.
Okay, let's put that do that answer again because you interrupted in the middle. What would you like to see in terms of future regulation?
Well, for the future agenda, we would like to see For the future agenda, we think that the response to the Broadband Commission is one of the important issues. There would be a need to look into how you can respond to the requirements and provide the possibility for administrations, both in developed and developing countries, to provide wireless access to the users.
Okay, and why is this so important?
Well, we could see the development in, for example, Sweden, where there is more and more wireless internet access instead of fixed wireless internet access. And we believe we could see that this would be the case both in developed and developing countries, and we believe that is the best way to provide.
Go ahead.
And looking at the technology development with LTE and other technologies, the provision of wireless internet access is probably the future for. No, this goes wrong. There it was.
No, I know, because is what is the
It
the
goes.
answer?
It goes in a circle. That's.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um,
Well, if you get your mind around your answer,
Yeah.
and then I'll record it and I'll edit it in. It's no problem at all.
no.